YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Big Broom, man. And I guess today's topic would be company truck versus lease purchase, or I'm not gonna say own the op because I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? For the purpose of me going out to get this year, I'm trying to figure out within this year, do I need to push myself and get into a lease purchase, and what's the benefits to getting a lease purchase over driving, say, a company truck. You know what I mean? And when with the lease purchase, what I feel is getting into a lease purchase and had to every time the truck needs something, I had to pay for it out of pocket. You feel what I'm saying? And not being reimbursed for it. You feel me? That's the feel. Oh, I don't understand how that go down. And then another thing I don't understand, how do you work the taxes? You feel me? I hear a lot of people say they take out 20% to 30% of their weekly pay, and then out of that 20-30%, they save and put to the side, and I guess hold it to the end of the year. Then so-called pay their taxes at the end of the year. But that's another fear. How did that work? You know what I mean? I see a lot of truckers that start making video way after the process. Y'all getting in with me on my process at the bottom. You know what I mean? This the ground floor. You know what I mean? Because I'm still finishing up other stuff I was doing, my associate degree. So before I jumped in this trucking, I wanted to finish that up, or at least get halfway done. If I get out here on this road and decide, you know what I mean, I don't want to do it, I can come back and finish with my associate. My associate gonna be in applied science and motorcycle service technology. So it all had to do. My field basically about being able to do accounting and management and stuff like that. And it's a lot of y'all out here that I be looking at, like Trucker Brown and the Righteous Brother, Mr. Fit Trucking, Misfit Trucking, Miss Williams, Saray Williams. There's a lot of y'all, and I peep what y'all be saying, but it's like I need a dumbed down model. You know what I mean, for a person that really don't know. You know what I mean? You gotta explain it to me like you would. Basically, I'm not saying I'm a kid, but explain to me in like a kid style. You know what I mean? How would you explain it to your child if you had a child or you got a child? How would you explain you feel me? I need a bit by bit, a play by play on how the taxes work, for one thing. You know what I mean? And on how the lease purchase and company operate. You know what I mean? What's the difference? What's the separation? What's the catch? You know what I mean? Would y'all say work company for the first year and don't fall into the lease? And you know what I mean? Because where I look at it is, if you lease anything, you know what I mean, you paying the money like you buying it, but in turn it really end up being you got to give it away. So it would feel like I'm giving away money compared to me going out here buying me a 1990 something tractor. You know what I mean? And get loads like that, or owner operator. You feel me? Pay say 20-30,000 for something nice. You know what I mean? Just to get my foot in the door. You know what I mean? Something say that mine. And if I do have to make them type of payments and put into it, and I take more pride in it because it's mine. You feel me? It ain't the company truck that I'm putting money into. And when they lease up, and I feel like I want to get out of it, I had to upgrade it. You know what I mean? I'm leaving behind value as opposed to me buying me a truck, not no high price up to date man, but something that can get me by. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be the newest of the new. You know what I mean? I don't be a Kenworth, Volvo, no matter what it is, as long as they can get a load on the haul. You know what I mean? And I I can goddamn pass DOT and go through the scales and do what I got to do, and that motherfucker I can goddamn get inspected and not goddamn get a whole ass of tickets, you feel me? I feel like I'd be better off buying my own tractor. You know what I mean? Maybe a trailer if it come down to that, you feel me? But that's my questions. How did this work? You know what I mean? How your taxes work on that end, and what type of money I'm looking to have to pay at the end of the year? Cause nobody never put a number on that shit. You feel me? They always say this 30% of this and 20% of that, but is it? You know what I mean? Or do you have to go through that? That's another good question. Do I have to go through that when I'm under the company? Do I have to pay my own taxes on the company? Or is it like just an average everyday paycheck and, you know what I mean, they take taxes out from the company? You feel me? It's a question like that people don't put out there. So if you start watching my page, you know what I mean, or subscribe to it. Once I start doing this stuff, you know what I mean, you ain't gotta like me now, or you ain't got my video might not be for you now. You know what I mean? But this is my process. This is my starting process. This is my thought process of my gaining a perspective of what to expect. You know what I mean? Before I go, and all that I gain, I can pass on to you all. You know what I mean? The people that's out there like me trying to find out what it takes to do the trucking thing or get your CDL. You know what I mean? This is my brainstorming stage of the CDL. Don't get me wrong, I've been thinking about getting a CDL for over at least 8, 9 years, 10 years. You feel me? But the thing that scared me off, because I got cousins and family members that's out here trucking. You know what I mean? This ain't just now get into this, because I got a couple of family members out here trucking, but they can never explain to me at a level to where I feel comfortable